So look at what a little reload will do you. You have the freaking glow stick ass just from going back to the campsite and coming back up here again. To successfully navigate myself out of the spooky darkness. Also have big life news. Today I received a nice Microsoft Life HD 300 or 3000, some bullshit web camera I bought. So I'm actually kind of excited because all the times that I've done, like I record me sitting at my computer doing stuff, or I guess that's actually the only time I'd ever use it. I usually use my cell phone camera, or I use my cell phone because it has a camera, and for whatever reason it distracts my eyes, where I want to look at my face talking to my face, but because the screen is far enough away from the actual camera lens, it's kind of a pain in the ass to figure out what you're supposed to do. So my eyes dart around constantly. I look like I'm probably like high or crazy or something along those lines. So I'm hoping that with the advent of a web camera, aka 2001 technology, maybe it'll help me with my my darting eyes issue. I'm also hoping it's... Yeah, we're not gonna do another cave. I just want to get it saved on the thing for myself. So I'm also hoping with my camera that it all looks pretty. And since there's more goofy videos I want to do, I feel like it'll help the visual output of said videos. We're gonna go HD. It'll be beautiful. You'll see every pore in my face. You'll see every time I blink, as close as fucking possible. Oh, really? You can't... Oh, well, I fucked that up. I figured that she could listen to a tape in her head if I wasn't sitting at base camp. Sounds like her dad's proud of her or something. That's right there, that's how you kill a fucking crow's nest. Bullet through his heart. Supposed to go across here? No. Look at that though, there's a bird nest up there. Am I going the right fucking way? Okay, I guess so. These moves. Hopefully with the white jacket on, it'll help her be camouflaged against any bad people that happen to show up nearby. She's still freezing cold though, and the game refuses to help me fix her with that. Help me help her fix that. Words are tough. So the other day at work, I had to have a behavioral... Okay. Oh, wait, real quick. So, the get closer items and they glow to show you they're there definitely seems to work. So I can appreciate that. Like, when you go like this, see? Cool. So the other day at work, I had a behavioral interview, basically for my own job. The way the place I work at is about, I think it's like 95% of people that work there are contractors. And that means their 5% are actually employees. But one of the people I worked with got, he quit, I think like 3 or 4 months ago now. And they decided they wanted to backfill his position. And they posted the job posting, all that good stuff. So I applied to be a senior network engineer instead of just a network engineer, which I am now. Will be more, hopefully more money if I get it. Hopefully not much more responsibility, because that's not good for me. But in order to apply for this, you had to have a behavioral interview. We keep going back to this, and eventually I'll probably start the story. But what that is it doesn't actually ask you... What the fuck did Mindless do? I can read them.
This writing
so they don't actually ask you questions about your work skills. It's more questions about how you handle life things. With the thought process being... Oh, we stole some eggs. With the thought process being that depending how you handle situations in your life thus far is a good way to figure out how you'll handle situations in the future. I see people over there. We're trying to go this way first.
Soviet work camp. Trinity's taken over completely.
What's the word on the local? I think someone's out there.
So they would ask questions like the one was, what was one time... Fuck off. One was, what was one time that, the topic was... Okay, so the topic was ambiguity. And you have to talk about a real-life situation where ambiguity was an issue, what you did to fix the issue, and how you would apply it in the future. So I had to tell a story about work where, when I first started my current job, I fucked up paperwork a lot that was super important for shit we do at work because I didn't understand the rules. And they're like, well, okay, so what was ambiguous about it? And I said, well, I asked like 5 or 6 different people, and I got 5 or 6 different ways of how to do the paperwork, and no one could give me a real straight answer, and this issue kept happening. And I said, and this taught me that when something seems ambiguous to me, the trick may not necessarily be like, you might not be able to make it non-ambiguous necessarily, but you need to try to make sure that you ask more questions, or ask as many questions as possible, or, just bullshit answers like that, basically. I have to say that I learned how to try to ask more questions about situations to make sure I understood them. And I said sometimes it's hard to know what you're supposed to ask when you don't know what to ask, but, I'm trying to be a little stricter with it and figure out better ways to keep myself focused like that. And they're like, oh, that's a good answer, it's a good answer. And another one was, what was the time that you... Okay, I can buy stuff. What was one time that you used...
I've been working as a maintenance tech for Trinity out here, but I've got to get out of
something along the lines of, what was one time you used... You communicated yourself properly in a managerial way to get your way. I got to talk about how one of my old jobs, I was like 26 or 27 when I started, and I got to convince a bunch of C-level people, like CIO, CEO level people, that we should like change our cell phone plan. And they're like, well, so what was the outcome of this? And I said, oh, I can't buy any of these yet? Okay, fuck you then. They were like, well, what did that teach you? And I said, it taught me that even though I was young and had a small voice, as long as I speak with conviction about things, it doesn't matter who you are, that basically like the smarter you sound, the more you can get away with. And I don't sound very smart right now, obviously, as I sputter and stumble through this, but it's because I'm doing 2 things at once and not desperately trying to think of answers to these questions rapid fire, which I had to do the other day.
More Soviet propaganda.
It was an interesting way to have an interview. I'd never had one like that before. I will probably never have one like that again. And hopefully I also get the job. Getting the job is obviously the best part. That's like the go-to. What the fuck? What do you want me to do, dickhead game? Is there a knife on here? No? Outfit, laser sight, launcher, rope ascender, pistol suppressor. There's no fucking knife here, man.
It's not nukes. Creepy looking guy with a scarred face named Constantine gave us a big speech, talked about destiny.
They were ready for an assault. Oh, there's just a fucking ladder back here. But the weirdest part about the whole job interview experience in general is that I was interviewing for a job I already had and interviewed with managers I already have for my job. And, we started the interview and they asked questions like, oh, so, do you have any questions about blah, 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 where I work? Is there anything you want to know about? Anything along these lines? And I was like, honestly, no. Like, you all know I work here, and I talk to all of you all the time. And they're like, yeah, I guess it is kind of different with you. So it's just a weird experience, too. I didn't have to walk to the building and then have to say, like, oh, I'm here to see so-and-so for an interview. I walked in with my own employee badge. I buzzed myself in, walked up to the conference room I was meeting everybody in, and just went from there. Ooh, she's knocked the fuck out. It's all in all a weird experience. Interesting but weird experience. And it did help me reaffirm the fact that I am pretty good at thinking on my feet when I have to. You might not always show in these in the Let's Plays, though. She should have a black eye or a cut on her head or something. She got butted with the gun.
Lara, are you okay?
Stepmom?
Oh, thank God. Anna, what are you doing here? I don't know. I can't remember.
This is weird.
What's happening, Lara? I'm scared. I'm so sorry. I didn't think they'd come after you.
This is like a sexy
all my
porn.
fault. Who?
You can see her pores too. She must have an HD camera on her face.
The same thing my father was after. Oh no, Lara. I told you not to do this.
What the fuck did she think she was doing there? Come on.
It's not that simple. Just hold on. I'll get us out of here.
So we're gonna rock out of the chair? Like we rocked out of the cave in the first Tomb Raider?
Somehow.
They should do a dual scissor attack where they lock legs and then push each other over or something. Anna's gonna get shot. Anna's gonna get piano wired? Or Laura's gonna get piano wired?
Don't
Wait.
touch her!
Well, of course, yeah, it has to be.
Please. No.
Talk.
No! No, you bastard!
Why would you say no?
Where's the divine source?
Please! Just stop! I don't know where it is!
Okay,
That's
cool.
enough. She doesn't know.
Oh, her mom set her up! That dumb bitch, I knew it!
What? You... No. You're with them!
This is why stepmoms... Oh.
You come!
Oh, she almost called her a cunt! I'll do it for you, you fucking cunt! Oi, mate! So they were banging the whole time, I guess.
Let it go. Could you?
This is why stepmoms are fucking bitches, though.
This place.
I'm sure there's good
What
ones.
did you expect?
I had one growing up, and I fucking hate
It doesn't
her.
have to be this way.
For many reasons that don't necessarily need to be discussed during a happy video game show, recording, let's play, whatever.
You want a purpose in your life? We can provide that.
I want to shoot her in the fucking
Got
face,
to
though.
be kidding. I've seen how Trinity operates. Is that a no? It's a no fucking way.
Language.
Tell me, Anna, were you recruited by Trinity before or after you started screwing my father?
There we go.
I loved Richard,
She loves dick!
but he was blinded by idealism, and it destroyed him.
That's what she said, that's what it means.
What would you do with the artifact?
Make a pretty little scarf out of it.
Redeem your father's good name. You're still so naive.
Knave.
A frightened little girl trying to walk in her daddy's shoes.
That, she's... Come on. She spit too low
No,
for that to hit her in the face.
not yet.
The fuck's the point of leaving her in here?
You and I, we can still be on the same side of history. Think about it, Lara.
There's no reason to not shoot her in the face if that was the game plan right now. Just kick him in the dick and run. If there's an opportunity to hit her stepmom in the face with one of those pickaxes, I'm going to take it immediately. Not like that guy that was screaming about his eyes and I didn't put down. I'm going to put her mom down. Like the dog she is.
This isn't over. Bastard!
Perhaps that's all he knows how to be.
A bastard?
Thought I was alone.
So did I, but here we are.
Girls
So
have
what
bobby
should we
pins
call
everywhere.
our new acquaintance?
Nothing. I won't be staying.
Constantine has little patience.
He looks famous.
Nor do I.
Like a famous guy.
So I see. Nice trick. Can you get us out of here?
Why us?
No us.
There we go.
I don't even know who you are or why you're here.
He's in be in the same cage as her
I'm not
now?
feeling particularly trusting right now.
You won't get far without me.
He looks like AJ Styles. That's who we're going with.
You don't know how far I've come.
AJ Styles or
What do you
Joel
know about
from
them?
A sect,
Joel
ancient
from
and
Last of Us.
secretive. They believe themselves to be doing the work of God.
From what I've seen, they're pretty far from holy.
Come on, muscles. Steam or cold?
What do you plan to do with that?
Jamming in here, motherfucker.
They have heard that.
All the more reason to get out of here.
Let's roll. And her okay. I say, and her back warps through the bricks, but she knocked it through. Would they really put her? Hey, rope arrows.
Is there a way out?
No, but I found something that might be useful.
Tomb Raider classic. Am I just coming out of here now? I learned today it's not good to fire empty bows. Because if you do that,
We don't want to attract attention.
Shut up. Shut up in your face. If you fling an empty bow, it puts a lot of extra stress on it. That's how you break a bow for a bow and arrow, by shooting no arrows.
Wait. Let me out. I can help you.
Save AJ!
Trust you.
We may not be enemies. I can see that. I suspect you do too.
I work better alone.
I know the layout. I know the land.
I'm a fast learner.
Wouldn't having a prisoner in here be
No doubt of that.
fact enough that they should probably be on the same side?
Maybe I can offer you something more valuable.
My penis in your vagina.
I know what you're all after.
That gray hair. She's getting old as we speak. Punch her in the face.
I'm Jacob.
AJ.
Lara.
We call him AJ.
Take this. In case we get separated.
We have to move. The guards will be coming through on rounds any moment.
Do you know the way out?
Yes. I've had some time to study this place.
I've been here forever.
How long were you in that cell?
Long enough to learn that Constantine won't stop until he's found what he's looking for.
The divine source. Is it here?
Oh, she's cold again.
Trust must go both ways, Lara.
Doing this follow shit. The game will let me walk past a certain distance
What
close
is
to
this?
him. It keeps like
A
stopping me.
history lesson. This place has its own scars.
It was a work.
I finally laid my betrayals bare. Lara knows the truth. Now a strange series of emotions has gripped me. Remorse, certainly. Remorse for a piece of me that was left inside that torture cell.
This one seems important.
But something else, too. I know Constantine thinks that I've lost my edge, that my time with the Crofts has made me soft, but he's wrong. It isn't softness. It feels instead like a new kind of resolve. I knew Lord Croft to be an intelligent man. I know his daughter holds secrets in her head. As an ally, she'd be invaluable. As an enemy, she'll be a difficult problem.
Yep.
I must make sure that Constantine's arrogance doesn't get the better of him as we take her on.
Someone's getting fucked up.
The Soviets sent prisoners here to work in the mines.
This is entertaining.
That doesn't look like mining. It looks
Look,
like
there's Jesus.
Those are ancient. What did they find?
You'll have to ask them. We have to go. We aren't safe here.
What do you see? What do you see? Look, stare into the soul. What do you see? What do you see? Bow parts. Call me Napoleon Bonaparte. I get them hoe parts. Rap game, son. Look at that guy. Don't mean but if you ain't got that jut. He's in his nose. This is my job? Huh? Huh, Mr. I know. Escape my way out of everything?
And what then?
My village is in a valley on the other side of the mountain. We'll be safe there.
I think it's part of the... I think it's part of the Katniss Everdeen tribe.
Reports of trouble at the communications depot. More natives. Negative. We caught an armed intruder from the outside.
That's a whole lot of box. If this is like if Ellie and Joel grew up together, which they might have at the end of
I'll take care of this.
The Last of Us. You never know. Maybe she died. No one knows.